when anybody is angry, there are certain outbursts. To some, when they're angry, they start shaking their fingers. To others, when they're angry, they start scratching their head. To some, they are angry, their temperature will rise. It is important, if you want to manage your anger, to identify the trigger, the symptom in you. There are some, when they are angry, their lips will start shaking. There are some, when they are angry, their voices will be very loud. So, as an individual, knowing today that anger is natural to you, you must understand when you are angry. You must also know what makes you angry, what irritates you, what circumstances irritate you. We all have this. And it's also good to know when your children are angry. Because like I said earlier, anger is mostly disclosed, it's disguised. Somebody can stand before you, ask him a question, are you angry? He says, no, I'm not angry. He tells you he's not angry, but he's actually angry. There must be a sign. Every human being, everybody created by God has a way of expressing his anger. Now, having said that, some we go into grinding their teeth, some we have stomach upset even when they're angry. So the second strategy, in addition to identifying your anger trigger and knowing what makes you angry and how you express your own anger. As an individual, when I'm angry, I will bite one part of my tongue. And people around me will know that I'm really angry. I just bite this side, but I won't know. Sometimes my wife will tell me, you are angry now. You are saying not angry, but you are angry. I say, why do you say you are biting your teeth? I will say, thank you very much. So it is good you know the anger symptoms of your children, of your spouse, of those who are close to you. The man will not want to tell you that he's angry, but you can manage him by telling him that you are angry, and these are the signs that are consistent with your expression of anger. Now, we also recommend that we should apply simple relaxation techniques. Breathe in very deeply. They are well explained there. Fourthly, engage in cognitive restructuring. Change the way you think. Change the way you express yourself. Angry people generally tend to curse. They swear. They speak in highly colorful terms and reflect their inner thoughts. Their thinking can get exaggerated and even over dramatic. You should learn to replace this. For instance, instead of telling yourself, I'm finished, or everything is ruined about me, tell yourself, though it is frustrating, I appreciate that I'm upset about it, but this is not the end of the world. Getting angry will take me nowhere. These are expressions you make to yourself, rather than condemning yourself because of a circumstance that is not good before you. Don't use the words absolute or always. Then, again, adopt a problem-solving approach. And sometimes our anger and frustration are caused by real and inescapable challenges. Most times, our anger is caused by things we cannot run away from. But people run away from them. You go and take a bottle of beer, you go out to that, the anger will wait for you. The anger will wait for you. You go outside on the stroll, maybe let me take a trip to England. That will not solve the problem. Face the problem squarely. At times, if it's a political problem, face it. Most of us postpone the evil day. Instead of confronting somebody, maybe you have a political opponent and you need to discuss issues over. You say, I will do it tomorrow, because you are at an advantageous position. You are only postponing the evil day. It might be too late at the point. At the point in time that you want to address the issue, it might be just too late for you. So please, let us learn to adopt what we call the problem-solving approach. Slow down and think through your reactions and response. Some of us have developed the habit of speaking so much. If you look at your physiology, for instance, you discover that God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth. The reason is that you speak less because you have 1 mouth. You listen more because God has given you 2 ears. But there's people who cannot even listen to other people. You want to talk and talk. You cannot even listen to the complaints of the other person. Every time you want somebody to listen to you, please just be advised today, it is more honorable to listen than to speak. then get yourself a break and change the environment. If a particular situation, environment gets you angry, change the environment. Move out of the place. Take a break. If a discussion will always lead you to an angry moment, take a brief leave. And when you come back, you'll be refreshed. Find alternatives. People believe that it must be like this. It must be like this. It must always be like this. No. If you walk through something and you have difficulties, ask God to provide alternatives for you. What you can consider to be the best might not just be the best. Because the thoughts of man are not the thoughts of God. You might be thinking that going through A is the best for you. But God might disappoint you through A so that you can go through B, which is your natural source to success. When you are confronted with any situation, always think of an alternative. I also believe that disappointment is not the end of life. Some persons, when they are disappointed in one thing, maybe they want to get admission into a place to read medicine. They say, you can't read medicine. You say, I must read medicine. Or my son must read medicine. Medicine is not the best for the child. And again, the child has a destiny. It's not your destiny. You have one day, the child has his own destiny. That child might come up a star by studying law, a star by even studying fine arts or theater. So create room in your heart for alternatives. Don't believe that if this is what I want and if it does not come true, I must die or somebody must die. God is only God that designs the destinies of people. And it can be done in such a way that what looks so bright to you might not be the best for you. Then, always try to delay responses when you are discussing with somebody who is tensed up. Delay your responses. That is one thing I learned from my excellency. I know anytime I have an opportunity to engage with him, I have an engagement with him. He talks less. We allow you to do the whole talking. I will come up with one sentence. I don't know whether you've also experienced that. Engage in regular exercises. This is done by all of us. Plan what you want to say at all times. Focus on solution and not on problem. There are some people who want to exaggerate problems. They want to comprehensively define a problem. Please, you're advised. Look for solutions. Solutions will drive us, this nation, further, not problems. We already know the problems of this country. What we are looking for are solutions. Then, number 12 is engage in assertive communication. What do you mean by assertive communication? Is that you communicate, you respond to a situation without offending yourself or offending the other person. Then, I go straight. Okay? Don't hold on to sentiment. This is very important. Don't hold on to resentment. Some of us cannot forgive. Some of us have diaries where we record every offense. In 1948, my sister said I'm crazy. They will write in a diary. 1948, Esther said I'm a mad person. June 15, 1974, my father said I'm a man, I won't be good in life. My father said I won't be good in life. They write it down. Any offense committed against them is religiously recorded. And over time, they will go and review them. What are you reviewing? You are reviewing your backwardness. You are reviewing those things that will not take you forward. Learn to forgive. We are Christians. God said the only reason why we can be forgiven is when we forgive. Some of us will say, I must punish you. I must pay you back. You hear some people, since you did not vote for me, if I become governor, if I become senator, I make sure hunger will finish you. I make sure hunger will finish you. Ladies and gentlemen, you are not God. It is not your pronouncement that can finish. God has many outlets. If you close this way, God will open doors for other people. It's simple. If you don't come to my political party, you will never make it. You are not God. In fact, Psalm 23 will be applied on you. In the presence of my enemy, God shall do what? present a table before me, and you see the guy enjoying